Welcome back to IGN at Comic-Con Live. I'm Brian Altano. I'm here with Corey from Nintendo's Treehouse division, one of the most magical secret places in all of Nintendo. No one even knows how to even get in there, right? You need like a special key card and everything.
You do, yeah.
You do. Today we're here talking about Paper Mario Color Splash, which I'm incredibly excited for as a Paper Mario fan, as a Mario fan, as a guy who still loves to play his Wii U every day. Tell me about this game. What's going on?
Yeah, so Paper Mario Color Splash, right off the bat, you find out that there's a place called Prism Island, and the color is kind of mysteriously vanishing from Prism Island. So it's up to Mario to visit and try to uncover the mystery. As you know, the Paper Mario games are they're known for their humor. The dialogue is always hilarious, the humor. And so one of the things, of course, that's all here in Paper Mario Color Splash, but mystery is another big part. And here we're exploring a stage in the game called Dark Blue Inn. And so Mario's trying to, he's going in and trying to just see what is the mystery that's taking place in Dark Blue Inn. This is a new piece of content that we're showing as well, so you may not have seen this.
This is like the kind of hotel you stay in when you've been driving for 15 hours in a row. And you're like, we just need to sleep. Yeah. So I really appreciate the art style of the Paper Mario games, but very specifically, Color Splash is using a lot of sort of like kind of tangible textural feels to it, where it kind of looks like it's built from construction paper and very cut out pieces of like sort of ornate paper and stuff like that. How did the art style for this come together?
Yeah, I know that the development team actually was really, they wanted to make sure that they had an attention to detail. So even like introducing new characters here, this is Huey, your kind of your companion throughout the adventure.
Huey the Bucket.
Yeah. Of course, play on words as well, right?
Yes.
But yeah, the colors, you'll see, you know, the textures, even, yeah, right here, just the paint effects when you use your paint hammer.
Now, the paint hammer actually, because this is sort of an action game with RPG elements, or an RPG game with action elements, however you want to categorize it, this hammer actually works everywhere in the wild, so you're not just using it in battles, you're using it to interact with things all over the world.
Right.
Kind of mess with their properties, right?
Right, and you'll see in the upper left, you've actually got a paint meter, so that's what you'll be getting, you know, additional paint, making sure. And when we do get into a battle, eventually, we'll see how that paint comes into effect in combat. Rob is exploring. Rob, our player here, is exploring.
Hi, Rob.
Trying to uncover. He's in the library now of this inn, trying to figure out what's going on in this room. The bellhop kind of was explaining there's something going on in room 301 as well, so we may eventually have to go check out what's up there. But
that's pretty nice of the people that work at this hotel to just be like, just go wherever you want. Yeah. I'll give you a key to every room in the building.
There's something going on up there, and we don't want to check it out. Mario, can you go check it out?
That's awesome. I just love how much trouble this dude's been getting into 30 years later. So the color meter, or the paint meter, sort of acts as kind of like your magic system in this game. It's sort of like your MP.
Yeah, so when we, we'll see that in a moment once we hop into a battle, but when you defeat enemies, they may leave paint scraps as well, or hammer scraps that you can then use to extend your paint meter as well. So right now you see that it's like got 260 in all three colors. Certain moves may require certain colors, etc. So here, Rob's entered a battle, and so he's using the touchscreen right now that we can't see to select battle cards. So Rob is choosing, I don't know what, we'll see in a moment what he's going to choose, and then he's going to kind of flip the cards up to the top screen, so we'll see which battle cards. And this is important because, okay, so he's got a kind of a fire hammer, and then looks like some iron boots there, and he was able to actually, it looks like he painted the cards as well, so they did extra damage.
So that's an option you have, right? Because I played this weekend. It's really fun. One of the things I noticed was you do get these cards that you pick up, and you can play them in black and white, which is sort of a simple, kind of lighter attack. Or if you really want to just be, you know, do some showmanship like we just saw from Rob there, you can inject color into them and make them even more powerful.
Right.
So now that paint meter in the corner, is that something you can upgrade?
Yeah,
so that number up? Because I was going to say the number seems a little arbitrary right now.
Right now, yeah. And when you, some crazy stuff's going on in room 301 right now. This
Horrible.
Is
what happened in
here? So we don't know what's happening. Huey's not really sure what's happening right now.
What's with these brothers and just going in horrible, messed up mansions? Like, can they just stay away from haunted buildings for a while?
Yeah, there was actually a funny line in there about like Luigi not, being the one that might be the appropriate one to.
Like, can we send my brother in here? He's way more equipped with this. He's done this twice already. Yeah. So we've got now more of these common enemies, but there are, I fought a Hammer Brother yesterday. You do get into some sort of larger boss encounters. And one of the things I noticed was as you're attacking them, you're actually depleting paint from them or removing the color from them.
Right. And Rob actually, I don't want to interrupt, but he just used a event, a thing card, which is, these are like special cards.
Right.
And I just will let this go because
Yeah,
I
this
can't
is great.
speak over this.
What is happening? Is this a pig breakdancing? I love my job. This is awesome.
So a very powerful attack that completely wiped out the enemies. But those are the special cards, thing cards that you'll find in special locations.
And those are kind of like your classic RPG summons, right? Like you bring in a big monster from the sky. You don't really need a lot of explanation why. It just looks cool and it's fun.
And you could use that in the battle. Some thing cards also may be used kind of in the overworld to help solve a puzzle as well. So you do still have that puzzle element. But yeah, we wanted to make sure to show off a piggy bank breakdancing.
That's great. And you know, like I was going to ask you why that's there, and I don't think I need to because it's fun. Why
Yeah.
not?
There are enemy cards that you can get as well, which are really fun. So we didn't actually see it a second ago. Rob selected it, but because that piggy bank took him out. But if you select an enemy card as one of your battle cards, basically an ally will join you. So like a shy guy will join your side and then can fight alongside you in battle.
Now, is that something you earn from defeating those characters in battle out in the field?
Correct.
Oh, that's really cool. So you have this sort of collectible card aspect to it too, of being like, all right, I beat up this Hammer Brother, and I want to take his card back and use him against his friends.
Right. And you'll be able to use them once in that battle. So you might want to save it. So it looks like Rob has found a ghost toad in one of these rooms who's got a problem, and let's see. It's like, oh yeah, Huey's cracking jokes, of course.
Yep. Classic Huey.
So he's missing his bird that's in the bird cage. So he's like, can you go find my red bird?
Now, the Mario RPG franchise has always been really interesting to me because it started off as this sort of like top-down, three-fourths traditional RPG, and then it kind of split off into two directions. It went to the Mario Luigi side, the Paper Mario side. Those sides crossed over. Now we've got a sort of definitive set, kind of standing on its own legs, or nubby little legs, whatever Mario has over there, actual Paper Mario game. Now, do you feel like does this lean more into the RPG elements?
I think it still has that. You'll still get that in the battle system with like the depth where you'll have to decide when you get into combat how you want to use these cards. Do you want to use paint, more paint, less paint, and then. The mystery side is one of the things that's really new to Paper Mario Color Splash as well, kind of with the humor. So it does still have those RPG elements, but like you said, they're kind of two different flavors, if you will.
Yeah, totally, which I appreciate, But one of the things that I did always like about these games is that there is that sort of like action timing that happens in the battle sequences. Is that something that's back here too?
That is still here, yep. And this is the bird that Toad has just found. That nice enough that the Koopa Troopa just willingly flew into the cage and is sitting in there for you. Like, I don't know why. So he's.
Are we calling Koopas birds now? Is that where we are?
That's what's happening right now in this dark blue inn. So
I'm not sure what it says in the official Nintendo style Bible. I know
Right.
that it's very technical about what we can actually call these things.
They don't care. The characters in this game don't really.
They don't care.
They don't subscribe to the official Nintendo lore. So he's going to return this bird to Toad now in room 303, and we'll see if the ghost Toad is happy.
So I mean, obviously a lot of conversation's been happening around Zelda, but it's really cool to see this like kind of robust, full-fledged Wii U game coming out this fall. It's October 7th, right?
October 7th.
And it's actually using a lot of touchscreen stuff, which I was really surprised at how well that works. That sort of flicking of the card gives you this kind of feeling of you're sending something from the bottom screen to the top screen. You're affecting the battle using damage, and actually you're not just sitting there mashing buttons. It's kind of cool.
You have to think about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Too.
And there's strategy involved, and I think that's where some of the RPG elements come in. It's sort of deciding when to use your cards, if you want to color them or not, how many of your points you want to use. And then that sort of risk-reward or that betting is paid off when you defeat an enemy and you collect stuff back that you can now keep using in the field.
Exactly.
Now, will there be other playable characters besides Mario in this game?
That is a good question. I think Mario is kind of our hero. You do have again Huey as your companion, but Mario is who you're going to be you're playing as. Yeah. These here are the colorless spots that Rob is filling in. There are some puzzles that you'll have to solve as well by maybe finding certain colorless spots as well.
Now, one of the areas I saw when I played this game this weekend was this sort of like brightly colored island covered in toads. You had to collect them. So, can you tell us a little bit about some of the locations in this game outside of this terrifying hotel?
Yeah, so like you said, there might be like a colorful area. This is the kind of creepy, creepy manor, if you will. I don't want to spoil it too much, but there is a great variety of locations you'll be getting to visit.
So it's safe to say that if you've been playing Mario games for a while, you can kind of expect this game to lean into some of those traditional settings, maybe some new stuff too.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, there's a lot of surprises and humor in here, so
He just destroyed that bed. That's a horrible thing to do. Hey, you know what? I don't care about this hotel anymore. It probably has very bad reviews on Yelp. Is this Toad okay?
This Toad is okay. He was actually he was looking for room 201 to make a delivery in there, and you actually had to discover the room because there was no door there. So Rob on the bottom screen had to use kind of his finger to make a trace outline to kind of create that door.
Very cool. So this is a big hotel. You can explore all the rooms in it. I'm assuming it culminates in a pretty big boss fight.
There may be a battle towards the end of this, but we don't have to spoil it. But.
Yeah, one of the things you guys are excellent at is secrecy and sort of keeping that level of surprise going. So I'm not sure if we're gonna have time to get to that boss battle, which personally kills me. What's happening with the Shy Guy? Is this it for him? What happened there?
So Shy Guy was chasing it. We don't know what it is, but we can leave this to be a mystery.
All right. Well, this is a mystery. Paper Mario Color Splash comes to Wii U on October 7th. I'm still really worried about that Shy Guy. Should I be? Maybe I shouldn't be. They're enemies anyway.
There's plentiful Shy Guys out there, right?
That's right. We can afford to lose a few. Corey, thank you so much. Any last words on this game?
Again, Paper Mario Color Splash comes out October 7th, so we hope you guys are looking forward to it.
All right. Well, from video games to movies, pop culture, TV, everything else, Comic-Con, IGN, you're already in the right place. So stay right there and keep watching.